Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today we'll be reacting to some updates on the Schlep versus Roblox controversy or situation. This one was released 13 hours ago, only has 2 million views. Jesus Christ. This one is called Roblox Contacted Me. I've not watched this, so let's see what this is all about. Okay.
What I would say is we would lead
Is that?
first and foremost with safety and civility.
Oh no.
Second,
Okay, the animation on this so far is great. I like it. I like it. This really sets the tone. I mean, like, good job. I salute you. Terminated. Wow. Yeah, much like I'm just like your livelihood, just like.
It all started with this one email, one message. The same platform I was victimized on, the one I was fighting to make a safer place, they had just sent me a cease and desist letter, threatening to destroy my life. And you might be wondering, what crime did I commit? 6 predators on their platform are no longer harming their users, because I got
Yes, a very bad crime on his part. Definitely not on the predator's part. Yes.
them arrested
I've
in
already
real
said
life.
it. I've
I
already
did
said
the
it, so
job
I'm not
that
gonna
they
repeat
should have been
myself,
doing,
because
and they
I
would
don't
pay
be
me
like
by
a broken
terminating
naked.
every account I own, and saying they would sue me if I ever touched their site again. Before this, Roblox's safety failures were impossible to ignore. Predators roamed freely, reports went unanswered, and even employees were admitting that this was happening by literal design. That cease and desist didn't silence me though. All it did was confirm my darkest suspicions about the company, and well, it did for the rest of the world too.
Yep,
Because in the
free slap.
following
I will
week,
put it in this
Roblox's
video.
stock tanked by $12 billion. The Attorney General of Louisiana filed a massive lawsuit accusing them of putting profits over safety. Roblox aggressively pushed back, releasing statements after statements trying to discredit me. Roblox forced me out of the woodwork to defend myself, and I dropped a video refuting these claims. It exploded overnight, and it became one of the fastest growing videos in the history of Roblox. If Roblox
Oh my
sent
God.
me a cease and desist over a few videos getting over 1 million views, what were they about to do next? There was no next.
I'm sorry, it's
no
just
response.
almost
no
9 p.m.
statement, just silence. And that silence didn't feel normal. It felt intentional, calculated even. It felt like they were quietly preparing for something big, and at the time, I just didn't know what. Before I show you the next letter they send me, we need to see the full picture so we can really
Okay.
get an understanding of how crazy this is. All of this started because Roblox sent me a cease and desist for catching predators on their platform and reporting them to law enforcement.
That they would then video, they would report to the police, and then only after would they let Roblox know.
The real reason why
Because that's the better way to do it. Police would actually respond in a timely manner. Unlike this shit.
they sent me a cease and desist letter is because what I'm doing contradicts the image that they're trying to build. An image that is the safest place for anyone on the entire internet. That's not me paraphrasing either.
ultimately, Roblox is the safest place for anyone on the internet.
We can say that safety issues are not widespread or systemic on Roblox. Our guiding vision is to create the safest, most civil community in the world.
A lot of the negative press has come from things that have happened 5 years ago.
I'm just making myself smaller so you can see it.
Roblox allows players as young as 5 onto the platform and features brands like Sesame Street, Blippi, and My Little Pony, designed to reach audiences even younger than that. Yet right now, Roblox is hosting a game called Rose Social. This is a clone of an 18+ platform called Omegle, and it got sued
It's
out of
Omegle.
existence for widespread exploitation.
Not
It now has
Omegle.
a home on Roblox. You click a button and you instantly connect into a chat room with a random stranger. You have zero idea who the other person is beyond the screen. To give you an idea of how bad this game is, I had someone run a test of 100 conversations, and 36 of them broke the terms of service of Roblox. It's ironic that Roblox accused me of sharing personal.
Hold on. I'm gonna look at these.
How bad this game is. I had someone run a test of 100 conversations, and
Sorry. Are you okay?
36 of them
Whoa.
broke the terms of service.
Okay. I want to snap.
Service.
How old are you? Okay, that's the red flag. SC.
Roblox. It's ironic that Roblox accused
What
me
does
of
SC
sharing
mean? If
personal
someone gonna write me in the
information
chat for like
while at
Roblox
the
lingo.
same time profiting off of an exploitive game built around that. Quick update. I showed this game to a known Roblox developer with contacts. After seeing what this game allowed, he filed an official Roblox support ticket, and absolutely nothing happened. Because of this, he decided to go public, sharing how insane it was for a game like this to even exist in the first place. And only then did Roblox finally take the game down. By then, this game had
Oh, I mean, I was planning to make a video going over this, but
already amassed over 2 million visits. Who knows how many people got exploited because of this game. It's also worth noting that Roblox allowed another Omegle style clone to reach 250 million visits before it was finally taken down in June. But it wasn't taken down by Roblox. The developer of this game took it down themselves because there was so much exploitation going on in it. If the developers are the ones shutting down their own games because of that, that shows there is a severe and critical safety failure going on at this company. Roblox, as of this moment, allows and hosts a Tinder-style game called Friend Me. It was removed 2 years ago, and yet Roblox allowed it to come back under a new name.
Bro.
It works exactly like Tinder. Swipe left to skip, swipe right to like. And if you match with them, you get put in a private chat where, to nobody's surprise, the exact same activity takes place. This is only a small amount of the widespread exploitation issues taking place on Roblox. No matter what age, what type of player you are on Roblox, at the minimum, you will be exposed to inappropriate themes at the very least. And that is because how bad Roblox's moderation system truly is. Roblox is actively funneling their users onto a platform.
yeah, it's like moderators, like Roblox moderators, like, oh my god, this is a game that shouldn't be on here. I mean, like, what the fuck is this?
Called Discord, one of the most unsafe, unregulated spaces on the entire internet.
No, that thing goes to Reddit.
All you have to do is click a button, zero warning about what is taking place on this platform, you are entered into one of these servers. Roblox and Discord's relationship can only be seen as business partners. They're not only directly integrated into each other's platforms, Roblox has actually gone as far as to buy software on Discord. Roblox and Discord are named as defendants in multiple lawsuits because people have been hurt because of this. Roblox loves to tout around about adding 100 new safety features this year. Well, I had someone put these safety features to the test.
Safety features, eh? Just another reason for the moderators to be lazy. I'm not back now. I'm not gonna be nicer. I'm gonna be brutal. Okay, I'm gonna be brutal.
Account, youngest age possible, every single restriction turned on, and chat disabled. You think you'd be safe, right? Not even close. What you're looking at is pixels, because beyond that point, it is too graphic to even show or describe here. And Roblox's own algorithm recommends games like this to their own users. Their parental game blacklist caps at 100. Mind you, there are millions of
Wait, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
users. Their parental game black
Your child already has the maximum number of block experience. What the fuck? That should never be a thing. That should never be a thing. No. That should never be a thing.
blacklist caps at 100. Mind you, there are millions of games on this platform. There's no avatar controls, meaning whatever another person creates, you can see. Roblox doesn't have a comprehensive reporting outcome dashboard. Roblox doesn't have a whitelist feature, allowing parents to only select a certain amount of games that their kids can play. YouTube Kids literally has this, and their own employees at the company have stated safety features have been denied because it hurt engagement. Then there's the awful Roblox reporting system. We've
Denied her engagement, eh? Safety? Like, make them truly safe. For you to be, like, able to, I'm pretty much almost, I guess, legally say that the safest place on the internet is Roblox, you're gonna have to take, some of the consequences of making the game as safe as you advertise it to be. So what inherits engagement? So what if it hurts engagement? Safety features should always be there, no matter what.
Roblox reports of predators through their system after felony arrests, and in multiple cases they refused to act until I made videos. Ask anyone in the community. People have lost faith in the moderation.
Wait, what does that say?
Until I made
In a test of 200 obvious rule breaking counts, 0 were banned. I'm starting to lose hope.
videos. Ask anyone in the community. People have lost faith in the moderation system entirely. Their own numbers show one of the lowest moderator to user ratios than any other major social media platform. And just remember, those other platforms aren't marketed to the youngest demographics online. They claim a lot of the negative press has come from things that happened 5 years ago. The major situations creating the biggest buzz have happened within the last 1 to 2 years. And the person who said that, she works for Roblox, while sitting on multiple councils shaping online safety policy. Lawsuits against Roblox have pointed out this insane conflict of interest, influencing safety legislation while working for the company under scrutiny. But this is the core of Roblox, a billion-dollar company that calls itself the safest place on the internet for anyone, while knowingly hosting, profiting, and ignoring one of the most dangerous ecosystems on the internet. To get a full grasp of everything, we need to start by assembling a timeline. This was the last video I did regarding a Roblox predator I caught. In this
We always like having timelines.
video, I talked about how Roblox was a suppressive company towards people calling out their moderation. Ironic because 15 days later, Roblox sends me a cease and desist letter. They banned every account I own, including ones that go back to when I was a little kid. And Roblox threatened to sue me for computer fraud if I ever touched their site again. The next day, I released.
Wait, what did it say?
Threatened to sue me for computer fraud if I ever.
Breach of contract. Okay. Yes. When one party in a legally binding agreement fails to fulfill. Wait. Okay, I don't really understand this. I might be dumb.
Touch their site again. The next day, I released the news, and for 3 days straight after it, it was trending on Twitter. Calls for boycotts, TikToks, videos. For a short while, it became the topic of the boycotts,
What the fuck?
TikToks, videos.
I mean, nice drawing, but okay.
For a short while, it became the topic of the internet. But behind the scenes, I was talking to law firms, and I officially retained SGGH and Milberg. This law firm in particular is representing 1,000 clients between Roblox and Discord abuse. On the 14th, with my law firm, we put out a statement. We pointed out the pure irony of this cease and desist, and that
The freeschlep campaign has exposed broader frustrations with Roblox child safety record. with reporters noting the irony of the company punishing someone for doing the protective work they claim to prioritize.
GH was representing my claims against the company. In this statement, it was also revealed that Chris Hansen was creating a documentary on Roblox, and that he got in touch with me to show his support. And on the same exact day, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill filed her giant lawsuit against Roblox. In this, she pointed out games that I mentioned in my Predator catches, that if Roblox heard me out, this lawsuit might not have even existed. The next day, my law firm sent a letter to Roblox. We broke down how unjustified and unfair this
Slep is doing exactly what Roblox should be doing. Identifying and stopping predators who target children, said Millbrook co-counsel Gary Klinger. Hope I'm saying that right, I'm sorry if I wasn't. And Melinda Maxon. Instead of partnering with him, they're trying to destroy him. That tells you everything about the real priorities.
ban was, and how Roblox was never giving this sort of treatment to any predators on their platform. We also said that any form of communication must be routed through my legal
Going forward, we expect Roblox to respect the prior request and all communications regarding Slep through the council.
and how if Roblox did try to pursue anything, that my law firm would fight tooth and nail under California's anti-slap laws. Roblox's law firm responded that they received the letter, and that
Wait, I'm looking this up as well, I'm sorry. Wait. Okay. Okay, basically free speech, okay.
was it. That was the last communication we had with them up until this point. It's also worth noting during this time frame, Roblox was putting out statements after statements, going as far as to compare me to actual predators. They labeled my
That's just wild.
work as vigilantism, claiming I
Does this man look like a predator to you? Does this man actually look like a predator to you? If he does, you're fucking wrong. He is not. He is literally the one that's trying to stop the predator, trying to get them off the platform, trying to get them off the internet.
was taking the law into my own hand. But the truth is, law enforcement themselves have publicly
The Hanford Police Department is always grateful for information from the public that leads to an arrest, especially involving serious crimes of this
gone
nature.
on record
That's
in
good.
public statements that they're grateful for people like me who step forward and give them evidence, which ends up resulting in an arrest. As of right now, videos on my channel have resulted in people being put on the registry, and the only ones taking law into their own hands were the police. They were the ones placing the handcuffs time and time again. But anyways, back to the
And then
timeline.
the true G's.
This is when my video dropped defending myself against Roblox's baseless allegations.
I mean, I'm not saying that Inception caught by the QSW, because he should. He should. He's an MVP in this as well. So are the police, though. Treat your local police nicely. They're just trying to make the world a better place.
The anger online reached its maximum capacity. It had just passed the threshold for the company. Their stock dropping, lawsuits, news outlets, an entire online movement. What were they about to do next?
That I love when the communities come together like this.
Hi, Michael. I understand our decision to moderate and ban your accounts came as a surprise and something you wholeheartedly disagree with.
Oh god.
That said, our intent has been to keep the platform safe, and I believe that is something we have in common. Would you be up for a conversation to see if there's some way we can keep you active in the Roblox community?
I'm sorry. It's like, now I want you back.
Since the very beginning, I had been begging Roblox for a direct line of communication. Just one person inside of the company who would listen to me. Time after time, they ignored me. I told them how I was victimized on their platform, how I was trying to help make it safer, and how I had evidence and information that they crucially needed. Never once did they hear me out. Then, after them threatening to sue me for computer fraud, an entire online movement, and them losing $12 billion in market value, they finally decide to hear me out. They had the nerve to say we share the same.
They only did it because they're losing stuff because they felt hurt. Me.
interest. Really. Because in your response to me, the CEO was defending the game Meep City. And in this, they said it wasn't the developer's fault, even though he was enabling these features and has publicly made statements like
Oh. Alex Neutron. Someone needs to sort Alex Neutron needs to sort out the Meep City house parties. They were just disgusting. Isn't it better that the disgusting people are in the parties and not in the rest of the game? Keeps them secluded. Wow.
this game has 16 billion visits, and it's been one of the biggest safety problems on the platform for almost a decade now. To prove how unsafe this was, one of the biggest Roblox content creators joined this game, and within 4 seconds they were exposed to inappropriate stuff.
I mean, if they turned around quicker, it would probably been quicker.
This was the game Roblox was
but
defending.
you're
We're supposed to believe you guys care about safety. Trust me, I want to believe you. You have no idea how much I want that to be true. But how can we believe that after everything that has just happened? Then came the part about keeping me active within the Roblox community. This was their supposed olive branch, my supposed ticket back onto the platform I'd been playing since I was a little kid. But the thing is, this was never about me getting unbanned. It was about the victims, the players, the community.
Oh, wait, what?
This was never about me getting unbanned. It was about
Blank's little girl kidnapped by a man she met on Roblox, police say.
the victims, the
Elk Grove man accused of kidnapping Blank girl he chatted with on Roblox video game.
players, the community.
What the fuck?
That has been neglected forever. Roblox thought that this was about a few accounts. They thought if they just pressed the unban
A few accounts. We'll see about that.
button, all of this would go away. I would trade every single account I own for Roblox to make the basic moves in safety that they did after Liz Merle filed her lawsuit. They should have made these changes a decade ago. And who knows how many people this has prevented from getting exploited.
They
What
should
they
have been
don't
in the
understand
game
that
from
you
the
and I
start.
both get is that freeschlep was never about me. It was about exposing the systemic safety failures that I proved existed before and that I still proved existed today. It was about how Roblox will show immense force against someone trying to simply help, but never share that same energy with predators that are operating freely on their platform. And it's also worth considering the person who wrote this email wasn't just Roblox, it was Matt Kaufman. Matt Kaufman was just comparing me to actual predators, but in this, he insinuates bringing me back onto the platform. That's how disingenuous all of this reads. But none of this at all compares to the biggest red flag in all of this.
Oh god.
Going back to the timeline, when we responded to Roblox's cease and desist, we explicitly wrote them that all communication must go through my legal counsel.
Yeah, I was wondering
this
about
email
that.
was sent directly to me through the 2 emails that they sent the cease and desist through. Matt Kaufman went behind my lawyer's back to directly contact me. This wasn't just
Ooh.
insanely inappropriate, but it was also really suspicious. This, at the end of the
revenge.
day, was just a PR war for Roblox. I had to consider, was this a possible trap? Were they trying to bait me?
Yes.
Something just reeked so fishy about this, and I wasn't gonna go into this blind. As of this very moment, I'm still open to talk to Roblox about how they could fix safety problems, but one key thing needs to happen. It needs to be in good faith, and I needed to make sure this email was actually in good faith. So before I did anything, I waited for one thing in particular. I wanted to see the next statement Roblox would make about me, because if they believed my intentions were good, then logically, if they were acting in good faith, they would stop lying about me in the media. To nobody's surprise at all, they kept
Roblox now responded now directly to me. When did I ever take when did I ever take the law into my own hand? We work with law enforcement. We have 6 arrested child predators in your community. Why did you do nothing about finding child predator arrests? What we were sending you? What a joke.
going. Their smear campaign
I was featured in at the Times. Roblox responded again, claiming that I'm taking the law into my own hands. Reporting crime to law enforcement is not taking the law into your own hands. I talked to law enforcement who watched my videos and said I'm doing everything right. That is good.
continued despite Matt Kaufman's email to me. That's when it clicked. This email didn't come from a place of sincerity. It came from fear. In just a week, Roblox was set to host their biggest yearly event, their equivalent of an Apple keynote. This moment defines their public image for the next year.
How many
At
people
the
showed
same
up?
time, David was on stage at this event. I was going to be on stage with no other than Chris Hansen, also a detective who's actually worked on Roblox predator cases, and my lawyer. Roblox releases their statement.
It's important to speak with the right sources. Uh, to really understand how vigilante individuals and groups operate, e.g., violating policies around sharing PII, personal identifiable information, engaging in sexual conversations, lying about the age, etc. All while having a profit motive to evade detection instead of providing companies like ours with all the information to take necessary action, the representative says.
Claiming they have experts. It's only what they're claiming. For me, the people who had my back were real.
Chris Hansen, the true G.
Roblox is? Because if you don't, your children do. And if you've been following this on social media, you will know this next young man I'm going to introduce, Michael Schlepp. Michael is a key part of our investigation as his attorney. Steve is a lawyer based in Chicago. His firm is representing more than 500 cases of people like Schlepp. And we're also very fortunate to be joined by a dedicated detective, Henrik Austin, from the Marion County, Florida Sheriff's Department, with whom I've been working on this very investigation. Welcome, Detective. Thank you. Schlepp, let's start with you. Tell me about your early experience on Roblox. Why did you enjoy interacting on the platform?
Well, Roblox, it was advertised, it was
God, remember when Roblox used to look like that?
like little Legos, you know? I thought it was a cool game. It evolved into me like taking it seriously, learning programming a little bit, and you know, I thought it was cool, but it was pretty like crazy to see like how it evolved from something innocent to something really bad.
There was a series of incidents where a very well-known content creator targeted you.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
I met a very popular game developer. You know, I looked up to him because he created a game.
He was a bit of a hero to you.
Yeah, he created a game that I really liked. You know, I was like, oh my god.
That's good, that's
he's
good.
talking to me, he's interacting with me. I'm just a little kid. I didn't think anything of it. And what was created was this power dynamic. It evolved into him taking advantage of me, and it went on for years. And my mom contacted Roblox about the stuff that happened to me, and they totally brushed her off. That's just ridiculous.
No action whatsoever.
Your son's going through a really hard time and want to show you we will do anything in power to help you further. For this, we'll be escalating this to more additional information. If you haven't found any other players in Roblox, you should use the report abuse button. Like that ever works. We want everyone to enjoy this experience on Roblox. We have moderators online around and safe for all players. Remember, even though you cannot see if an account is moderated, our team does take action against accounts caught violating terms of use and community rules. Yeah, right. Then law for them to do that to you. Please call next, please.
No action until years later, until another female developer came forward about her experiences, and only then he finally got removed.
And Schlepp, I want to talk in a moment about your recent activism, but first I want to hear from your attorney. Steve, this is one of more than 500 cases your firm is handling against Roblox.
Yes, that's correct, and we now represent over 800, Chris, survivors attributable to Roblox and to Discord. Just a shocking number of cases in and of
That's just
itself.
insane.
But we're one firm, and what we're finding is that there are thousands of survivors like Schlepp.
Detective Austin and I have known each other for several months. We had sat down and
That's
interviewed
nice.
Detective
That's good.
Austin about his cases in Marion County involving Roblox. And listen to this for a second. Not only did they bust a 16-year-old, but there's another case in Marion County, in this one county in Central Florida. So if those two cases come to our attention just in Marion County, Florida. What is happening in the rest of Florida? What is happening in the rest of the United States? What is happening in the rest of the world?
Bad
Those of you
things.
that don't know about NCMEC, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, provided us with some information.
Yeah, I actually have a charity going on for that on my Twitch. So, if you want to donate to that, feel free to. I appreciate all donations. Donations are not forced or nor required, so I really appreciate all of them, every single one of them. It means a lot.
About someone that was believed to live within my jurisdiction, that they were
In this jurisdiction, that is
quite a bit of
wild.
exploitive behavior, extremely explicit conversations, executed a search warrant on the residence of the person I believed to be the predator, and met Christian Scribbin. You know, we had quite a conversation, and it was unbelievable to see his perspective and the scope of just what one person, one 7-year-old person can do in a short amount of time.
I'm sorry, but I love how like you use like Roblox sounds to censor stuff.
Dealing with Roblox, is enough being done, in your opinion, as a detective?
I can speculate on exactly what's being done and what's not being done. I can say
Nothing to
that
be done on
in
Roblox
this
part.
particular case. I don't know if it was because of the media coverage it received, or if it was for some other reason, but I did meet with Roblox. Over a Zoom call, I met with quite a bit of their outreach people, and we spoke about certain things that could change, things to take away from this particular case. I think until we can say that this is not happening anymore, enough is not being done.
What made you decide to show this predatory activity that was going on Roblox? What made you become an advocate for this?
So I started out as just a normal Roblox content creator. I made games on like a really basic kids game. You would
I will admit, I never heard of Schlep until all this shit went down.
see it, you would not
I'm sorry,
know
Schlep.
any way predators could infiltrate this game or anything like that. And what I saw was there were people trying to do horrible stuff, and it blew my mind. Like, because this is a community I really cared about, I was very involved in, and, you know, I would get emails saying, hey, there's this predator, he's messaging me inappropriately, and this is his Roblox account, can you do something? And there was really nothing I could do, but, I mean, as time went on, these messages only just increased in volume, and then I created my current main channel, Schlep, and on that channel, it just exploded. I was getting these emails more than daily.
You
More than
exposed
data. That's insane.
at least 6 different predators on Roblox, all 6 of which
I wish it could have done more. 6 is impressive. So I feel like if
All
Roblox
6 of
hadn't
whom
sent that letter, he would have done more.
prosecuted
Many
by law
more.
enforcement.
He'd probably been still doing them today.
But you went to Roblox first.
So yeah, we would find Roblox predators and we would set up little decoy stings, and you know, these predators would show up and we would sit down, we would have a conversation sort of similar to what you do, and you know, they would
By the way, I was 22 when I started in as a television reporter. That's how old Schlep is now. Just saying.
Yeah, we would talk to them, and a lot of times when the cops would show up, they would just admit to everything. Even after being Mirandized, they would be like, yeah, I was here to do this. They would just bring charges on them every single time.
By the way, if you don't know what it means, like, if you don't know what it means, like Miranda said, like, I think what he means, like, he's like the Miranda rights, like, you have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you have the right to an attorney, if you not have one will be assigned to you.
Respond to
In multiple instances, after we got these felony arrests, we would send them the same Google Drives that we were sending to law enforcement, and they would not take action until after our videos would release, which would get millions of views.
this. You get millions of views on these videos. It can't be a proud moment for Roblox. It's somewhat embarrassing. What does Roblox do then?
I made it very clear to Roblox, you know, I was willing to handle stuff privately with them, and I just wanted a line to the company. After one of my first arrests, that was literally what I put out. I was victimized on this platform as a kid, and that I wanted a line so I could properly communicate with them to report these individuals. They never.
Oh, I want to read that. Since Roblox reads my tweets, for future arrests, I'll be creating a support ticket to my Roblox account for that arrest. and it will include all the documents and evidence we send to police after each arrest. And direct contact would be would help way more, and we could really get some bad people off the site. Hope the people of Roblox understand that my intentions are genuine, and my only goal is to help make the platform I care about so much a safer place. It's not about views or publicity. I was saying far more last year making safer, less risky stuff, and I've dropped everything to help bring awareness to this issue because I was a victim of it when I was a kid. Let me help consult or be an advisor in some capacity. I can truly help make a difference. I do it entirely for free, and I'd sign any contract if it means I could help.
And that I wanted a line so I could properly communicate with them.
That's just
these individuals.
amazing.
Never gave me anything until
Him doing that.
what happened very recently.
Which was?
A cease and desist letter.
A cease and desist letter. So get this, all right? Schlep, who's doing this work, receives a cease and desist letter from Roblox, essentially threatening legal action and insinuating that he was breaking the law. And
Alright, chat. Let's say he didn't abide by that cease and desist letter and kept doing it. Now I'm no legal expert. I'm no legal expert. I'm dumb, okay? I'm an idiot. But who would win that court case? Roblox or Schlep?
certainly breaking the terms of service.
Yeah, free Schlep!
With Roblox.
They had an opportunity to make Schlep a partner, an ambassador of moderation, of safety, and instead, what we're seeing is Roblox has its public-facing actions, which are very, flowery, positive statements about everything it's doing.
Today we're announcing on plan to roll out platform-wide age estimation designed to set a new standard for online safety. Learn more about the 100% safety initiatives we shipped this year. We shipped? Does that mean they're actually enabled? We're committed to being transparent by sharing regular updates on safety. At Roblox, safety is always an ongoing effort. Here's a look at the progress we made. Our voice safety model can now direct and issue voice chat warnings for misbehavior like swearing and bullying in 7 additional languages. 7. There's, I think, over 200 languages now. We detected and took down expansive avatars and screen names that violated our policies, including 800,000 avatar items and 1.8 million user display names. How many of those were names that just said freeschlep? This week we're making over 100 million unrated games unplayable because clear labels help users and parents understand what content is appropriate for them, all while creating a process to maintain over 200,000 legacy experiences. No one cares
about safety. And behind the scenes, they're trying to silence critics. They are removing content that Schlep and others have identified from their.
Bathroom games on Roblox should not exist. Predators are everywhere. Parents, your kids could be playing this. Roblox is healing. Gamers over at bathroom 3 hours ago versus now. They're all gone.
Platform to cover their tracks, and they are trying to move cases that have been filed, including cases that we filed.
Roblox is trying to force blank-year-olds' sexual exploitation claims into arbitration, silencing the victim and concealing the dangers from the public. What does that word mean? Okay. Something. I'm too tired and too stupid to know what.
Into confidential arbitration, where public scrutiny of the choices they made, of what they knew when they knew it, would be completely impossible.
Is this arbitration a normal part of dealing with a case like this, or is this a way to hush people?
It's a way to hush survivors. table salt. It's something that the United States Congress in 2023 decided through legislation that they were not going to permit. But it's not even just a question of law, because we're confident we're going to beat down the arbitration provisions, but it's a question of values for
Like
Roblox.
that mindset?
What are Roblox's values? And
Non-existent.
they have core values that they represent to the public, and I can tell you, if you go look them up, they're the complete opposite of pushing minors into a confidential arbitration.
Detective, I don't want you to, obviously, I don't want to put you in a position to give away tradecraft, because this work you do is so critical and so important.
Understandable.
And we've had the benefit of seeing you in action, but based upon your work, going after predators and people who exploit children, are you surprised at the level of predatory activity on this platform?
I'm not surprised based of how it is set up. I am shocked that it is there and that is continuing. I feel that there's specific things that, getting into tradecraft, I can't specifically talk about here, but very specific things that
Understandable.
That would be easy, that would quash a significant amount of it. I know that information has been relayed by myself and other investigators.
So you and other detectives have shared your thoughts about this based upon real-life investigative experience to the company, to Roblox.
Yes, and they facilitated those interactions, which, on the one hand, that's
Okay,
that's
doesn't mean they actually
fantastic.
took them to heart.
We talk about a few things, they say, okay, we'll have to get with our people. I'm at another interaction several
Yeah, get with the people and then try and bullshit the way out of it.
months later, and the same
We
things
can
are brought up
see
by other
through it,
people,
Roblox. We can
and
see
the reaction
through
is
it.
the same. Oh, these are great ideas. The same people I spoke to several months ago. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. All I know is the situation of children is continuing.
It's continuing as we sit here on this stage, even though you and others have given suggestions, concrete steps to prevent it from happening. Detective, what do you say based upon everything you've learned, everything you know about the activity on this platform? What do you say to parents?
I'd say that there are individuals, a significant amount of individuals on that platform who have a obscure interest in the violation of innocence. And I would say, with that being the case, if it was my children, I would not put them on there. And so where it stands now, Roblox
Understandable.
is inarguably not safe for children.
So you might be wondering how Roblox's event went while I was on stage speaking about them. Their event opened with a warning to anyone who planned on causing a disturbance.
We ask that everyone let presentations and discussions run without interruption. If an interruption does occur, that person will be asked to leave RDC.
Now, as we began taking the stage, their keynote began. While we were on stage talking about the real harm going on, the CEO of Roblox was on stage at his event talking about the idea of bringing dating onto the platform.
Oh, hell no.
Let's up this to 18 plus.
He's not joking. His initial plans were to make this dating feature adult. 17 plus. 17-year-olds are still technically minors. 18 plus, that's when you become an adult.
So this one's controversial, but here's what.
This is while multiple lawsuits are being filed against Roblox every single week. Instead of addressing
Every
those
single
cases,
week is insane.
they are on stage at the exact same time we are, entertaining the idea of turning this app primarily played by kids into a dating platform. Then Roblox went ahead and rushed out a brand new panel to deal with all the outrage. To show how transparent they're being.
Oops. September 5th, 2025. This is a verbatim transcript. We did not move. We did remove some repeated word pauses to make the transcript easier to read. The answers should be in full. We also remove some identifying information to protect the questionnaires' privacy. We also ask for grace for any typos incurred in the transcription of this Q&A.
Towards safety. And during the entire session, the word predator wasn't even mentioned once. They talked about safety while single-handedly ignoring the biggest safety problem on their platform. What do you call this?
Have you included the other one? Have you checked the other one?
None of this remotely compares, though, to what happened when a CNBC journalist confronted the CEO at RDC about me, live on television.
Now let's talk about safety. This is you did have a new safety announcement this year. The age
this is good.
estimation, basically someone takes a selfie they could see it. At the same time, there was the Louisiana Attorney General's lawsuit against you. There's also the Schlep controversy, this sort of vigilante, so to speak, and you kicked him off your platform. As you guys continue to think about safety and go after this, why is it so easy for someone like a Schlep to go in and play Chris Hansen and sort of find these things that you guys aren't finding?
Yeah, I want to highlight.
To save you the next minute and 30 seconds, the CEO completely ignores the question. Instead, he goes on a tangent talking about how safe Roblox is. He talks about safety features and parental controls, which I've shown in this video are deeply flawed.
We just went over how not safe it is.
Despite me being the question, the interviewer asked him once again, as direct as you possibly can be. If David ignores this, it will be most definitely viewed as him refusing to answer the question about my situation.
This is a very passionate issue among your user base and your community, and they find stuff too. And it was a big controversy when you kicked this guy off the platform.
Yeah, we want to highlight.
How should they be thinking about that?
Yeah, we want to highlight really. We have no tolerance for people who don't follow our policies, and so, for example, we don't allow people on our platform to impersonate other people.
There, I said
do
it.
Other things on our platform.
The CEO of Roblox is outright lying about me. I already addressed this point in my last video. Impersonation means I'm taking the identity of a real person. We have never once done that. Our decoys are fictional profiles built from nothing. The images used are from adults that work with us. Since there's no identity, there's nobody to impersonate. Roblox is once again painting me as a villain. But this moment here is different, because after demonizing me, he's about to try and play both sides.
We're really consistent, but I would highlight we've reached.
Really consistent, eh? Really consistent. Just better.
We've reached out to the general. We love their, feedback and input to how to scale our system. It's why we focus so much on keeping everyone on Roblox where they can share images, or where all text is filtered.
Roblox went from lying about me to praising my feedback in the same sentence. For more than a year, I had been begging this company for a line of communication. They ignored every attempt. Now they are using that inappropriate outreach to me as a PR talking point in interviews, as proof that they are engaging and doing their part. Here's what David does not say. He does not mention that they went behind my lawyers' backs. He does not mention that his team had spent weeks publicly in the media comparing me to predators and mislabeling me as a vigilante. He does not mention that even after the outreach, they continued attacking me, and that in this very same sentence where he pretends to play both sides, he is still lying about me. This is not a company trying to work with someone in good faith. This is a company trying to rewrite the record publicly while they continue the same behavior that they claim to have stopped. After this interview, my law firm made a letter to Roblox's legal team, which was also posted publicly.
Roblox reached out to me now the PR side. If they want a genuine dialogue, they must first act in good faith and acknowledge victims of the platform.
All the following points on how inappropriate their behavior was. But we made it clear to Roblox, even after everything that they've done, we are still open to a conversation, but only on basic good faith terms.
If Roblox is sincerely interested in a constructive conversation about platform safety, we are open. Sincerely interested in a constructive.
If Roblox is sincerely interested in constructive conversation about platform safety, we are open to engaging in such a dialogue, provided it is not conducted in a context where a client is simultaneously being threatened, publicly maligned. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I'm dumb. And provided reported without notice to its legal representatives. Critically, any such discussion must also address how Roblox intends to become accountable to the hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals who have been exposed to grooming, exploitation, extortion, and predation as a result of using the platform. Today, despite publicly attacking Schlep and hastily introducing safety features in apparent response to unfavorable public publicity generated by its advocacy, neither Mr. Kaufman, Mr. Bazuki, nor any other representative of the company has asked the same question about the devastating number of survivors of blank misconduct facilitated through the Roblox platform.
conversation about platform safety, we are open to engaging in such a dialogue, provided it is not conducted in a context where our client is simultaneously being threatened, publicly maligned, and privately courted without notice to his legal representatives. Critically, any such discussion must also address how Roblox intends to become accountable to the hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals who have been exposed to predation as a result of using the platform. To date, despite publicly attacking Schlep and hastily introducing safety features in apparent response to the unfavorable publicity generated by his advocacy, neither Mr. Kaufman, Mr. Bazooki, nor any other representative of the company has asked a single question about the devastating number of survivors of misconduct facilitated through the Roblox platform.
It's been almost 2 months since that letter was sent to Roblox's law firm, and they have not responded to my attorneys. Roblox reached out to me only after the damage was done, and the way they did it was inappropriate and self-serving. They tried to hold that outreach up in the public as proof they engaged and cared about what I had to say.
I mean, technically they did. As much as I hate to say it, technically they did.
Even after that, I didn't reject them. All I did was wait, and then I countered with 2 basic conditions: honesty and a basic discussion for the victims that they themselves have created. And well, that was too much for them, because they never responded back. Maybe I could have come back to Roblox. Maybe I could have even worked with them like they suggested. But if a company cannot agree to something as basic as speaking in good faith, then there's something deeper going wrong here. I will not trade my voice for a few Roblox accounts. At the end of the day, there's thousands of survivors who were not listened to, who were dismissed, who were harmed on a platform that told the world it was safe. After what happened to me when I was younger, I searched the world for that voice. I will not stop speaking out for the thousands of victims that this platform has created. And the reality is, I think Roblox knows this, and I think this is why they didn't reach back out. And if that means I'm banned forever and can never play this game again, well, so be it.
That's the kind of maturity I like from this person. From Schlep. He's willing to like just trade something that he loved. And if that means like if that's what it means to like be able to like speak out about the stuff that happened on the game you once loved. I that's one of the reasons why I like him. Why like he's a good person. He's not being 5A just because he was permanently banned. He's accepting that, but not gonna go silent. He's gonna speak out about it, but in a mature manner, like he's doing right now.
Our investigation, our documentary, we've been, as you know, trying to schedule a sit-down interview with somebody from Roblox to discuss all of these issues in a very open and honest environment. And thus far, they are refusing to sit down for an interview. And when I pressed as to why they wouldn't want to sit down, a spokesperson told me it was because I interviewed you and the Louisiana Attorney General.
The irony of Roblox going on live television saying they value the feedback from me and the state attorney general, and then turning around and refusing Chris Hansen's interview, that can only be viewed as pure dishonesty. In just the last month, during a Senate Judiciary hearing, a whistleblower from another company called out Roblox for their massive safety failures. Florida has now issued a criminal subpoena against Roblox.
Come on, Florida now.
Criminal investigation. Texas has announced a sweeping lawsuit against Roblox. Kentucky and other states have filed lawsuits too. And in Kentucky's filing, my name is mentioned 13 times. They even...
The freeschlep movement was directly mentioned by in Kentucky lawsuit against Roblox. Alright, I'm not gonna read all this to you. I got Schlep warrants. Fuck it, I'll read it. Roleplay games such as Haven for 764 in April. Schlep, who has publicly worked to expose and confront potential sex offenders on Roblox through his YouTube channel, was unceremoniously banned from the Roblox platform, as explained in a Rolling Stone article detailing scandal. With the help of a team of collaborators. He poses as underage decoys in virtual Roblox environments. Responds to adult users who contact him, lets them make incriminating statements unprompted, then arranges real-world meetups where the individual in question is detained by law enforcement. He claims he has secured the arrest of 6 people over more than a year of pursuing what he calls catches, with only one arrest not leading to prosecution. 2 more cases are likely headed toward plea agreements, he says, though none of the alleged predators have yet to be convicted. Again, sorry for yawning. I'm tired. It's 9:48 p.m. Anyway, Schlep tells Rolling Stone that it has always been his intention to work with Roblox to make the platform safer, but that the company has been a brick wall when he seeks to open up areas of cooperation. I made it clear since the beginning, he says. After one of my first catches, I was like, hey, I want to work with you. I was a victim of the platform. This is why I do it. And I would love some form of communication where I can just directly report these people to you, because the reports just don't work. I've lost total faith in the moderation report system. A lot of victims don't have every chat log. They don't have every voice call recorded. We have everything. We record the chat logs on mobile and scroll through them for the cops. We give that to Roblox and scroll through them for the cop. And we give that to Roblox too. It's enough for the cops where they're willing to charge and prosecute these people, but it's not enough for Roblox to take action on their platform. In August 2025,
mentioned me in the press conference. They cite safety issues that I've been bringing up since before.
Josh Taylor, Roblox under fire after adding controversial voice call feature Dexito, November 15, 2023. Claimed that blank group called 764 has hijacked it and actively used the space to blank. According to Schlep, 764 uses reference that long blank and other disturbing themes. I bet.
My cease and desist and highlight how I've been calling it out. On Fox News earlier this month, David was asked about me again. He ignored the question about me, but then he tried to shift the blame onto other social media platforms, which of course he didn't name. But mind you, Roblox is partnered with those other platforms, and only when to be put under the spotlight, they shift the blame. There's a lot I can't talk about yet, but trust me, this fight is far from over. Roblox has created one of the most dangerous spaces online, and the people responsible for it need to be held accountable. But that only happens if we continue to speak up. Call your local senators, your attorney generals. Tell them that Roblox needs to be investigated. Tell them whistleblowers are being silenced while predators run free. Lawmakers have told me these calls matter, and that's how they got involved in the fight in the first place. Your voice has extreme power, and one simple call can change everything. I quickly want to give a shout out to these amazing people you see on.
That was an amazing video. Again, go subscribe to Schlep. And do what he says. Call your local senators. Let them know about this. Because this is serious. No laughing matter. Sure, I did laugh, but that's because of Roblox stupidity. Predation, that's no laughing matter. I'm not laughing at that. That's actually people getting sexually harassed and abused. No one deserves that. No one. And I've actually seen it firsthand, but without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. I know this is a long video, but hopefully you made it through the end. If you did make it through the end, comment freeschlep. And without further ado, I'll see you next time. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day or night.